If you have one of these older Garmin models, such as this one, a Garmin nuvi 40, you need all the help you can get to make this thing run as quickly as possible when it comes to route calculations. Now, even though on the LM, that being the Lifetime Maps models, you do still have free map updates from Garmin. But as I said in the video just prior to this, you might want to get used to OpenStreetMap now. Whether it's My Maps from sat103.com, whether it's OpenMapChest, whether it's Gmap Tool, UserBeam, doesn't matter. Does not matter where you get them from, because OpenStreetMap is OpenStreetMap is OpenStreetMap. It's about the route calculation times, and for this example, I'm going to use two locations in Massachusetts, one in Foxborough, and the other one in Boston on the south end. This is also an example of where I show how to look up a location using the Garmin map and then switch over to OpenStreetMap in order to route. We'll get to that in just a second. For the time being, I am going to be using just the Garmin maps. I do have mine here, but we'll get to that. So first I'm going to look up an address for a post office in Foxborough, Massachusetts. We'll change this over to MAS. There we go. And let's see. Foxborough. This one is at 15 Wall Street. There we go. And I will set that location. But you know what I'll do also? Save it. Save the favorites. Let's go check. Good. Okay. And I will save the other location, which is 400 Tremont Street, Boston, Massachusetts, which is a place called Bootleg Special. It is a seafood place. I have never been there. I was just going through the map and I wanted to pick two locations. Two locations. Sounded good to me. I like seafood. If you don't like seafood, I don't even want to know you. Thank you. Okay, moving on. So Massachusetts and and we are going to go to Boston. 400. Tremont Street. Yep, that's it. Save. Save. Okay. So we've got our two locations. We've got 15 Wall and 400 Tremont. We are already at 15 Wall. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to time this with my Casio watch. Let's see how long this takes. And go. Yeah, it's taking a bit. Okay, so that was about 17 seconds. Okay. And before continuing, I should note that I do have U-turns and toll roads avoided, so just so you are aware of that. Now, let's switch over to OpenStreetMap. Same thing. Still in the same spot. Right there. And we'll go to 400 Tremont. Okay, get ready and go.
Proceed to highlighted route.
6 seconds. 6 seconds. That is how much faster OpenStreetMap is. Well, one example of how much faster it is. Yeah. With these older guys, it is definitely a benefit to use OpenStreetMap here. Now, this also has a secondary benefit. If you miss a turn, it also recalculates routes faster as well. And notice this is only something which is 30 miles away. When you're going from Foxborough into Boston, I mean, you got to realize New England has a lot of twisty, turny roads. Tons of them. So, if you're going through some complicated interchanges and so on and so forth, you need something quick. OpenStreetMap allows you to speed up the calculation of the way this thing calculates, just by using it, which is great. And again, so I switch back over to the Garmin maps, and if I want to find something, that's where I leave this map enabled, and I go to address, and I can change it around to whatever I want. And then I will find something and save it into favorites. Or here's another option. Let's just say I delete these favorites. If you don't feel like messing around with that. Let me just clear out recent. Okay, so right now, nothing here, nothing there. I mean, you would have a home location set most likely, but work with me on this one. So we're just going to look at this as there's no locations saved at all. So I will once again search for select city. We will do Boston again. Okay. Tremont. Now on the 40 here, what I can do is just hit this and then just go back a few screens. And it's in recent. I don't have to save it as a favorite if I don't want to. I can just use the recently found instead. And by the way, this works on any nuvi. I can do that instead. So instead of having to have a whole bunch of favorites, notice there's still nothing in there, but it is in the recent list. Yes, I can go about it that way too. So I don't have to have a jumble of favorites to manage or anything like that. It's a little easier. And then once it's here, then I can go over to map, switch over, recent, go. And we will wait that 6 seconds. Oh god, it's even faster this time.
Proceed to highlighted route.
And away we go.
Turn right, then turn right.
That's an example of how to go about it.